Hello, Mr. David. I forgot to give you a chance to sing a song last time. So, give me
Yep.
Your Blair Witch beats.
Wicked witchcraft, and though I know it's strictly taboo, that's the song the singing sword and Roger Rabbit sings when he pulls it out. So
Hmm.
there, that's my witchy song.
Blair
I guess I
Witch
could have
Beats
done
is also a good name for a music recording studio, and again, it's trademarked. Don't anybody take it from me. I will sue you
into the ground.
into the ground.
Um, wait, sorry, what are we suing over? What's the name?
Blair Witch Beats.
Yeah, Blair Witch Beats. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
that would be that would be like a music company. Come on down to Blair Witch Beats and get your track recorded.
Well, it'd be like or Beats by Dre. I was thinking, it's the
Yeah.
headphones with the little stick people on them. That would be the Beats by Blair.
Beats by Blair. Oh. All right, my friend. Are you ready
It
to
could be
what?
Blair the Witch. Like that's her name, maybe. I don't
Blair
know,
the Witch. Yeah. But are you ready
but
to
I am getting it.
watch The Blair Witch?
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, I've
I'm at
got my
zero zero
copy.
zero.
Yep, I'm at
I
zero
do too.
zero two. So I will back up the 2 seconds. I'm at
Mine is one.
120.56.
So weird. Mine is 121.23.
I'm watching it on Amazon, and the X-ray trivia is Heather Donahue's mother received sympathy cards from people who believe that her daughter was actually dead or missing.
Damn.
I mean,
So
again, that's
like,
kind of the
like
appeal of like found. That's kind of the thing that got lost with the modern age is that like, and what makes this movie so special is because I don't like. You never really hear that like people legitimately bought into paranormal activity, except for the marketing that would show people watching it and getting like super scared. But like the
yeah,
marketing for this was actually like, hey, this is like legitimately this might have happened or might not have happened. And I
this
don't
actually
think,
convinced some people
yeah,
that it was real, which is kind of silly in retrospect because you're like, there's a lot of holes to poke.
yeah.
Especially that trivia, by the way. We talked over it, but like, so that means that like friends of the family were like, "Whoa! I went to the movie theater and I realized my friend's daughter had been killed by a witch in a national movie, and this was the first I was hearing about it.
Yeah.
Instead of going to see her or calling her, I'm going to send her a sympathy card instead of double checking."
I guess if it's like you've only maybe it's a really distant cousin, like oh, I haven't seen that guy haven't seen that woman since Thanksgiving of like 1995.
But see, I guess I'm thinking about it too much in a post social media world because like that big part of why Blair Witch could actually have tricked some people is because it was the internet was around, but it was not in every house
Mm-hmm.
necessarily. Most of your elderly relatives either didn't have it or had like maybe the startup modem, which they just used for looking up the local temperatures.
Yeah, no, and like I said, I don't think any movie. While there's been plenty of attempts at viral marketing, I don't think any movie has, you know, fulfilled that as well as Blair Witch. It's probably the best case of viral like guerrilla marketing ever.
Oh, I think it's almost undoubtedly like
Yeah.
just compare it to like 10 years later, the Fourth Kind tried to do a similar thing, and just couldn't get couldn't trick anybody.
That is true. But all right, are you ready to start?
I am. I'm ready.
All right, and we're gonna count it down in three, two, one. Artisan. Did you get
I'm
Artisan
getting
Entertainment?
I'm getting the gears of I believe Lionsgate.
I got Lionsgate last time, so
Yeah, well, for some reason now I'm getting Lionsgate. Uh,
I've got the Shaky Blair Witch Project.
I don't have that yet.
Okay.
Okay, I have Hexon Films,
All right, I'll wait till you get Blair Witch Project.
and then the Blair Witch Project.
All
Shaky.
right.
Okay, hit play. Hexon, I think I've mentioned, is a um actually a movie that's also from the silent era and is an early um progenitor to found footage because it's called Haxon Witchcraft Through the Ages, and it purports to be a true depiction of witchcraft through the ages, but is mostly just weird and creepy like reenactments of like legends and stuff.
Oh, interesting.
It's a cool one. That would be good for like, well, I guess we did the general, but it would be like our second silent movie.
Yeah.
Would be Hexon. But there's old Heather Donahue, which people were really mean to her at the time.
Yeah.
I think she gives an excellent performance and
Oh
is
yeah.
real pretty.
Yes to both of those.
If it were like,
Oh,
you
there's
know,
our
if I were,
techie guy.
yay, Josh, I believe. And you got Mike is coming up. Yeah, they gotta go get Mikey at 8:30.
Mike's the one everybody believes is the actual killer, right? Because nobody knew, they didn't know him beforehand.
I the
Because she
the
just said, "Hey, you
theory.
must be Mike." So, oh
Yeah,
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 it's
yeah,
nice
no,
to
no,
meet you.
yeah, yeah. They Josh and Heather are pals, and then Mike is like a guy they hired. Um, yeah, because he's saying thank you for this opportunity, which man makes that so much sadder. What's about to happen?
Yep.
Um, but actually, the stupid fan theory. I don't know if that's what you were referring to.
Yeah.
Was that it's Mike and Josh together that they are doing this to Heather,
Oh,
which is
okay.
even goofier. Um, and makes even less sense because yeah, they'd have to pretend. Well, I guess it's that like Heather doesn't know Mike, but I guess Josh secretly knows Mike, but that's very dumb. Um,
I forgot they had a school named after the witch, which is very funny. I know it's
yeah,
named
man.
after the town, but you think they would be like right away? They'd be like, "We got to figure out a different school name."
The legend is unsettling, man. See, I think one thing that makes me like this is when we're gonna get into like Blair Witch Project remains my favorite found footage movie by like a significant margin. Um, and a big part of it, I think, is the more grainy tape footage we're doing here,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
which actually makes it look quite pretty at times, despite being a a shaky cam. But I feel
Yeah,
like
no,
it
no,
does
no.
not
I
cheap out
agree with
on
you.
some actually very striking images. Even this black and white like shot of the sign is and part of that's also because she's trying to make a documentary, uh like
My
an
big three
actual
would be Blair Witch, Paranormal Activity, and then Grave Encounters.
you're going your grave and I do like
I
grave encounter.
I think it's a really good premise of like,
Just
oh,
think
this is a
go for
ghost
it.
adventure show. I really love when that dude pays the gardener to say spooky shit is happening. Like to me, that's such a like fucking
No,
just
that's
like
funny.
it's so funny, but also like shows how like how tiring filming these kind of things must be because you're basically nothing happens, so you have to
Yeah,
create it as much as possible.
you got to make stuff up. Hence why
Yeah,
Ghost Adventurers guy picks fights with the ghosts and stuff because that's the only way to like get some juice
yeah.
out of what's going on. I'm with you. I would go Lake Mungo as my
Well,
third.
yeah, but Lake Mungo is like it's not even like it's an elevated art form, man.
Yeah, yeah. But hey, I mean that's how it go. That's like
It's not even found footage though, man. It's such a good like it's just a
yeah, yeah.
pure documentary that it like transcends like that found footage
Yeah,
thing.
it's a mockumentary. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I sort of agree. Actually, yeah, it's. Well, I guess it has some
Oh, it
found
absolutely
footage
does.
in
I
it
mean,
though.
there's that part where she runs
Yeah, yeah.
through, she sees her ghost.
Yeah, well, yeah, the big moment of Lake Mungo.
Yeah.
Spoilers for Lake Mungo, by the way, listeners. But yeah, go watch it if you haven't.
Yeah.
Um,
Now that fan theory of the brother and that I find is
More
really
compelling.
oh
Yeah.
so juicy too.
Yep.
I think it's credible too. Like I think you could argue it very well. I like this
Sorry, I
old
always
yeah,
like.
this woman with the child.
Yep, like who's afraid of those who doesn't like hearing the story. It's just like it's scary. Stop telling it. Well, that's like this old man, though. The Blair Witch, though, that's a very old story. This movie came out in 1999, which is often considered the greatest movie year ever.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see if you believe it. You got Fight Club. You got 10 Things I Hate About You. You got The Matrix. You got Eyes Wide Shut. You got Sixth Sense. You got The Mummy. You got Toy Story 2. You got Audition. You got the South Park movie. You got Election. You got Office Space. You got Galaxy Quest. You
Damn,
got
Galaxy
Dogma.
Quest. Okay, you got
Yeah,
me.
yeah. Yeah, that'll do it. Dogma. You got the Ghost Dog, Way of the Samurai. You got Three Kings. You got Ravenous. You got Paul Thomas Anderson's Magnolia. You got The Iron Giant. You got Disney's Tarzan. You got Sleeping Hollow there.
Dang. All the greats.
Yeah, I'm even like skipping some. You got the Virgin Suicides. You got being John Malkovich. You got the straight story of the David Lynch. You got Bringing Out the Dead of the Scorsese. You got Existenz. You got Deep Blue Sea.
Man, I do love Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
I do love me some Deep Blue Sea.
Me too. Me too. And many, many more. And many more.
Many more.
Yeah, you got the crazy old lady who tells
Who
the
speaks to
tale.
the log? No, wait, that's another thing.
She does kind of look like the log lady.
Oh, in the latest episode of Fallout, they had a
Ooh,
de-aged
Kyle MacLachlan.
yeah, Kyle McLaughlin.
And did he look like a Dale Cooper?
He did kind of look like a Dale Cooper.
That's cool. He's evil in it, right?
He's evil, yeah.
Yeah, so he probably got it off the strength of playing the bad Cooper,
Yeah.
I would guess. And I guess also playing the villain of the Flintstones movie. I forget his name. Cliff Vandercave.
Yeah.
And he and Sharon Stone, played by Halle Berry, are going to try to
Yes.
embezzle the money.
She was so hairy.
Oh yeah, she was like a Bigfoot of her own. Oh, they're being mean to old Mrs. Wacky.
Whose official name is Mrs. Wacky.
And she's a scientist at the Department of Energy. Oh, Mary. It's kind of wacky that she thought this movie would be so good that we would need like a behind the scenes like look at it. Yeah, I think Heather was kind of overestimating her abilities.
I mean, she was kind of getting onto him at that point. I thought you used this camera before, man. You can't even tell me what meters is and feet. Like,
He's like, look, man, as someone who knows nothing about technology but has directed multiple shorts, I can attest that is very sad. You don't like being in that position when someone asks you a question about the camera and you go, I don't know, man. Why are you asking me? I'm only the director. Oh, he's got a bag of oots and a beer. They're all friends here.
Sure. Today
I
was
like Mike.
cake. Mike just seems like he's there to chill.
Yeah, but he ends up being the one who throws the map in the river, which is pretty bad. That's pretty un.
Yeah.
Which I guess is why some people are like, you would only do something that stupid, and if you were uh, in on it to murder people. Whoa, she's gonna. Oh, no, poor Josh. He's not ready for that thing yet.
To be fair, I would maybe want to kill Heather too after
After
like
this
being
scene,
lost in the woods with her for an extended amount of time. She's a little too peppy for my taste.
she definitely is a very like, hello, I'm here to blah, blah, blah. Well, she's also playing it up for the camera, but
Yeah.
this dude, it might be the killer, man. That guy looks like a the Green River Killer or the Ted Bundy or what have you. Not Ted Bundy, the Jeffrey Dahmer, more of that kind. Then you got Rocky's buddy Paulie here, his brother-in-law.
I wonder if we're doing any more of those Rocky Creed movies. Well, wait, there's that one about the making of Rocky, isn't it? Coming out.
Yeah. We're now they cast a dude as young Sylvester Stallone. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's. I would say people are like, oh, the Jonathan Majors kill that franchise too, but like I feel like they would just make an. It's not like he's the villain of Creed 3. Like there would be a different guy anyway.
Yeah, right, right. I tell you, I saw that there big. I mean, Blair Witch.
Yeah. I saw me a Blair Witch. I will say, yeah, like from the same director, that Bigfoot movie, the found footaginess is lamer in that one because again, I was like, oh, they have to be going to shoot a film about Bigfoot, right? Because why do they have all this equipment and why is there a techie guy, with
Yeah.
them? Well, I guess he's just there to record him fucking. I don't know.
I think he was invested in capturing Bigfoot until Bigfoot was angry, and then he was like, I'm good now.
I've changed my mind. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like we said, he didn't go looking. They didn't go on that road trip looking for Bigfoot, right?
No, 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 no. They just happened to hit him. Well, hit
Yeah.
baby Bigfoot.
Yeah, so why even have him recording stuff in the first place? I guess they just wanted some nice home movies. That seems like a lot of work for just, sleeping in a car or lighting a beer on fire. Good old Josh. So Blair Witch 2 Book of Shadows, by the way, is my least favorite movie of all time, I'm pretty sure. Except
Oh,
for like
really?
BB. Yeah, because spoilers for that movie. The movie ends with like a news reporter being like, "What kind of sick freaks would watch something like Blair Witch? Who
Oh, yeah. When
enjoys
they're
getting
when they're mean to the
teenage?"
audience.
Yeah, like really like chides you for enjoying Blair Witch 1 because it's like, oh, is that what passes for entertainment these days? We like to watch teenagers die in the woods. What does that say about our society? And I'm like, whoa, man, you're not exactly preaching to the choir here, because I Coffin Rock. Ooh, she's gonna read the spooky tale.
The spooky tale.
Coffin Rock. Ooh, these five brave men.
Five walked in, none walked out.
See, again, this is more of my stupid thing about imagination, is that hearing all this is creepier than seeing it.
That is true.
Six
Though a
guys
lot of
tied
movies try
together.
and do, a lot of found footage do here not show, and I don't think it works as well for more less competent directors. I guess I will say.
Yeah. Well, I mean, most found footage movies, literally nothing happens. Then at the end, maybe like a scary old lady face,
Yeah.
camera, and then it
But you
cuts to
spend a
black.
lot of
So,
found footage movies like, oh, I hear something vaguely in the woods.
yeah. And then your brain fills in the rest. Or at least, again, as I'm saying, I'm repeating this over and over. I've also mentioned this in the Bigfoot thing, but I do feel like that's the theory anyway. But in
Mm-hmm.
practice,
Mm-hmm.
sometimes it's not as effective. And then, of course, you got something like The Thing, which is one of the rare times where it's like, well, we're going to show you everything, and we've actually come up with something that's disturbing enough that it actually is freaky. No. They're still having fun, though.
They are still having fun. They have no idea how bad it's about to get.
Oh, no, Mike got no fart allowance.
To be fair, my social anxiety would mean that I would leave the tent and go all the way across the field to do my
Yeah.
business.
Not me, man. I fart a lot now. So I can't be leaving every ding dong minute to go fart. I used to be in your boat, man, but I've just lost the ability to. Yeah, and you know what? They're all everyone. I resent everyone. So you know what? They deserve to be farted on. I don't know what I'm talking about no more.
That's his revenge story,
Yeah.
listeners at
Also,
home.
I'm stone dead sober, listeners, which is very disturbing. Can't even blame alcohol. That's just me being a weirdo. Oh. They asked her if she thinks she exists, and she said, I don't know. And she seemed kind of genuine.
See, again, this is when I'd be like, woman, we need to turn the camera off and you need to be a normal person for like 5 minutes for me, please. Just stop filming my chest and telling me how sparse my chest hair is.
I mean, I think, you're being flirty. That's my
No.
take on that, Steve.
No.
That's how you.
Next time we're together, I'll take you to the club. We'll take off your shirt and we'll see if we can get anybody to talk about how sparse your chest hairs are.
I'm just saying, if a lady was pointing a camera at my chest hairs and talking about it, I'd be like, something's working here.
You think they've already entered the Blair Witch Forest?
Mm,
Like, at what point are they lost, or at what point are they magicked?
that's an interesting question. We'll have to start debating this because at this point, she says, I know we're not lost. And she could just be regular lost, but I feel like because they have the map, you said it was 2 miles away. Then it's 2 hours away, 3 hours away. Oh, man. Honestly, maybe this is me as a filmmaker, but I'm kind of like, man, Mike, you're getting mad a little too early. But I guess if they were wandering in the woods for 4 hours, that might
See
rile
me,
me
I
up.
don't have the patience for it. So I would be Mike in that situation. I'd be like, look, I'm all for filming your project, but also like, where are we going here?
Yeah. But he's already saying like I'm putting my trust in you that I know where it is. So like he's already kind of freaking out. Like he's already like we're doomed a little bit. You know what I mean? Not about us getting lost. It's about a witch. Now it is going to become a documentary about getting lost though, which is a bummer.
Yeah, see again at this point I'd be like, woman, please turn the camera off. Give me like 10 minutes of you being a normal person.
Oh man, Mike's being pretty brave though. So he's still part of the team. Like she's just trying to keep morale up, especially because Mike's already like we're lost. I'm
We
scared.
should never be lost in the woods together because I feel like our experiences are. I feel like we would have that would be the end of our friendship.
Yeah, I'm gonna
One
be
of us
more of
would.
a Heather.
Yeah, you'll be more of a
More of
Heather.
Mike.
I'll be more of a Mike. And unless we find another guy to balance us out, one of us is gonna
Because
kill the
Josh is
other.
trying to be like Josh is trying to be more of the mediator. Like
Yeah.
hey, look, like you're being a smart ass. We're okay. Uh-oh.
Also, it might not be a good thing to catch on camera. So you think one of your sources is a lunatic?
Yeah, I wasn't listening. I thought she was crazy. Talking about rocks, man. Ugh. These rocks are creeping me out, man. Oh, there's 6 of them, or 7 of them.
Are you a Vienna sausage kind of guy?
Oh, I'd eat me some Vienna sausage.
I was about
Yeah.
to say I don't have much experience with them, but that just sounds really, really good right now.
Yeah, especially over a campfire.
hmm
This is selling me on camping, I gotta say.
I went camping a
Listeners at
lot
home,
as a kid because that was our big like family thing. We'd all get together and go camping on my dad's side.
yeah,
It's
everyone.
an experience.
I never really got to. I went on a field trip that was a family. That was like like you brought your families all along. So it was like it was like 26 families. It was like the entire third grade class or whatever.
hmm
But then that was on the beach in Baja Mezco. Um,
Oh, see, that sounds fun.
yeah, that was a really cool field trip. One of the coolest I ever been on. But I don't know if I guess it was camping because we were in tents and stuff. So
Yeah.
I guess that's the closest I've come. But yeah, I'd like to go into the woods like these guys and go look for the Blair Witch. Oh, somebody knocked it over.
Now are they in the magic?
Oh, I could kind of buy that. So you think they're regular lost, and it's actually fucking with these rocks is what sets off the witch curse?
Though she does make a point of trying to fix it and being like, "Can't be too careful." And
Yeah, yeah. So she was kind of smart. I could buy that. That being this is the point where things actually get bad. So up until now, it was just Heather's incompetence, but now it's actually like supernaturally they're getting lost on. which is always one of the things where people complain about this movie, and they're like, you know, why what they couldn't just walk until they found civilization. It's like they literally say that in the movie, and they
Yeah, they
can't because
literally say they have been walking for, a
yeah,
long time trying to find civilization.
yep, and they make that exact same point of that they're making, which is yeah, that if you just step, the one of them even says like, look, if you just walk in a direction, we're gonna hit people eventually, but they don't,
Yeah.
and they scream because they've seen the same log before.
Like, look, she's literally like, "You're too fucking scared to get out of this tent and come check out this scary voice in the woods."
Yeah, you coward. All right, they're kind of yeah. She's mean to Mike, and now I'm not as into her. Now I hope she gets murdered by Josh and Mike as a team or whatever. I guess the reason that in the theory it's Josh and Mike is because Josh has his back to the thing at the end. So maybe it's like a
I would
team.
very much be like, I never want to work with this woman again.
No, of course not. I doubt Mike would be like, "Hey, we got through it, man. But please call me again if there's any future projects." But he's also like, "This will help my career."
I like how he is smart though. He's like, even if it wasn't people, I'm not gonna play with. Like, if you're implying it's magic, then that just makes it doubly not something I
Yeah,
want
then
to deal with.
I especially don't want to be
Yeah.
doing hanging out with this crap. No, they're mad at her.
I would say now they're in the magic for sure.
Oh yeah, I don't remember any of this coming from the car. Uh-oh.
2 more hours max.
That ain't true.
You can tell she's just bullshitting them. Like, she has no
Yeah,
idea
yeah.
what she's talking about.
Their acting's pretty good, man. Like their face, like their mix of like, oh, what the fuck, and they're real scared. Like, oh, like this is good. This is like the transition point, kind of.
Yeah.
Oh, wait. Now I'm not just like mildly concerned because we're lost. Like I'm starting to realize the gravity of this situation. Ugh. They're also starting to shoot the woods a lot like denser, which
Mm-hmm.
makes it even scarier. Ugh. Oh man, yeah. I would also be a little like perturbed at like the suggestion we should make camp because it's like, no, no, no. What are you talking about?
Also, she doesn't want to like give him the map. I remember that part.
Yeah,
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 I guess there's hints that they're being manipulated, right? Magically, even though she was kind of like that before coming in. But it's very interesting.
yeah,
She won't let them look at the map.
yeah. She doesn't want them to. She's reluctant to show them the map. Oh, so you think that maybe she doesn't want to show it because of like a magical influence she's under?
Yeah, or maybe maybe some
Maybe.
influence.
Could be. They're gonna miss work.
Dude, work would be so far from my mind at this point. Like, I wouldn't even.
Mhm.
I'd just be like, I just want to go home, man. That's all.
Yeah. Yeah, more like Mike, like just get us home. Though I guess Was it Mike or who was saying that they need work to go to work tomorrow?
I think it was
that Mike?
also Mike. Yeah.
Yeah, that was also Mike. Okay, so he was mainly worried about home, but now he's kind of like, all right, I'm calming down, and now I'm more worried about practical things like. Shout, guys.
You
It'll
make
get
me
you.
want to shout. Put my hands up and shout. He's just
And don't forget to say you will. And don't forget to say you will get killed by a witch. Shout.
shout.
Though it might not even be the Blair Witch, because it could also have been that guy that, would kill the children. But he seems to have done it at the.
The behest of the
Yeah,
witch.
'cause he was compelled by a witch. Yeah.
Yeah. I will say I've never camped like outside of like campgrounds. So like I think I'm all for camping, but it's got to be in like a campground. I have to be
Yeah.
within. I guess my cutoff is I have to be within at least like 20 to 30 feet of a bathroom
Yes, yeah.
in order for that to work.
You've never done the full, like, I'm pooping in the woods and washing
No,
myself in the river and what have you.
no.
Well, we'll do it next time. We'll go to, the Devil's Tower to try to see some aliens.
Sure, man.
And then we'll
Sure.
poop in the woods.
You and me in the woods sounds like a recipe for disaster.
We'll do a commentary while in the
Yeah, sure.
woods. We'll watch.
We'll watch Willow Creek.
Yeah, exactly. And we'll be like, hey, we're recording from a tent. We're definitely technologically proficient enough. We can pull that off.
Mm.
We'll just use our DNA.
Because our live Superman watch commentary went so well.
Oh yeah, the lost episode.
The lost episode.
It actually picked up enough noise to get a copyright flag.
Yep, YouTube said no.
Like, no, nobody's illegally, faintly listening to Superman 2 on our watch.
Nobody's gonna be syncing this up to actual Superman and getting the audio from it.
Yeah, somebody was like, all right, I'm getting to listen to Superman 2 for free if I turn it really high up and ignore the fat guys talking over it. Uh-oh. There are some new rocks.
You think the Blair Witch has to put those down herself, or do you think she gets people to do it? Or maybe she does it like Snow White, and she gets the animals of the forest to do it.
Oh yeah. That's actually a good point.
She's just like, singing to them three clearings over, and the squirrels are coming and putting them up.
She's got woodland critters. In my head, the Blair Witch is the hairy lady, so I feel like it's just like a feral woman, like crawling around on all fours, like doing witch stuff.
Yeah.
Or kind of like, the movie The Witch, where it's like a naked old lady who's like lubing her broom up with blood, like, and just living in filth. That's kind of my feelings on her. So I guess I feel like she's doing this all herself in my head.
She's a self-made woman.
Though actually, I don't know. Now that I'm thinking about it, I feel the Blair Witch in my head has also felt way more like a force. Like it's like God. Like there's not even a physical, form there.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I'm actually very on the fence in what the witch like manifests as. Yeah, man, she don't got the map. This is where I would actually kill Mike. Because he threw the map in the creek and he let them yell at her for like a long time.
But he hasn't done it yet, right?
No, this is when they lose the map because she's saying
right, but I don't think doesn't he throw it in later, or is he already thrown it in? There's no creek nearby.
He admits like I threw that stupid map in the creek, so he must be have done it yesterday because he's saying it like that map was worthless, so I threw it in the creek. So I think he must have already thrown it because unless he like has it with him but isn't telling them now.
Well, that's Mike right
No, I think
there.
yes. No, yeah. Yesterday he got frustrated and threw it in the creek.
And at some point, Mike got it.
Yeah. Like he grabbed it from her or something. Did a little sleight of hand pickpocketing, I guess, and was like, "This map sucks. I'm throwing it in the creek." So this is where I am kind of like, man, Mike is just letting them hate Heather for losing the map when he knows that he threw it in the creek. That's not cool, Mike.
Man, I'm just under this tree with the vine, man. I like how Mike is now like, we really need to work together. I guess he has already.
Yeah, I guess he's kind of. I guess it sort of makes. I guess he sort of is acting the right way. That he's kind of like trying to be like, "Hey, look, man, whatever happened about the map doesn't matter," because he knows that he threw the map in the creek.
It's very hard to get lost in America nowadays. I don't know. I still think there's plenty of forests that I can.
Yeah.
Actually,
Get
there's
lost
a
in.
Reddit I enjoy. That's all about like disappearance mysteries, and yeah, it's be surprised how many people still just like disappear. They just turn a corner and they're
Yeah,
gone.
it can still happen. But yeah,
Yeah.
Josh believes that his girlfriend will have noticed that he's gone. For some of the peripheral like material was about his girlfriend, and like she had a
I hope they
vision of
hired somebody for it.
what,
I hope they hired somebody for it.
like to play her.
Yeah, like the player in the promotional gorilla material.
Maybe like there's a documentary called "The Curse of the Blair Witch," which was like came out at the same time and was supposed to be like a what happened to like it's supposed to be a documentary about trying to figure out the footage, but it was also fake too.
Yeah.
Um, I think they like interview her or something.
Oh,
But I
did
also
that really
remember,
come out? I don't think I've ever seen that.
yeah, it's kind of neat. It's a good supplement to this.
I think this is when he
But
reveals. I think he threw it in the creek at this point.
so he just had it, but was lying. No, I don't. I think he threw it out earlier. That's why it was missing to begin with. We're gonna find out though. Don't make me yell at you, man.
That is a man who doesn't have a map. Mike, on the other hand,
Yep.
you were making fun of them earlier. See, I'm not Team Heather on this.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm kind of team. They're all kind of shitty.
Right. Yeah, them laughing at her for getting her shoes wet. Aw. Yeah, he's all right, old Josh. All right, yeah, this is where he lets it
He
go.
kicked it into the creek yesterday, so it's been gone for 24 hours.
Yeah, which means when Heather was getting blamed for losing the map, he just let that let that happen. Which yeah, she should be pretty mad at him about
Yeah.
that. I think they're more mad because he lost the map, but like I would be more
I
mad
like how
like he
yeah,
let you.
even other dudes, even Shaggy is like, this is a bad. I can't. We're gonna kill you now.
Yeah, now you're dead.
I mean, to be fair, the map was useless.
Yes, I agree. I would, like I said, I would be more mad that you let me be the blame, be blamed for losing the map for an entire day. That's kind of shitty of you. He was right though. The map wasn't doing shit. Whoa. Oh.
That is not inaccurate.
Yeah, Josh is now saying you and he both fucked us up.
Yeah, if I was
But
Josh, I'd be like, you know what?
yeah,
I
it's both you guys' fault.
Yeah,
Poor old Josh.
we all need like
Voodoo shit.
I would also be terrified of voodoo shit.
And like the guy said, like Josh said about Deliverance, that they now seem to be mostly operating on the theory that it's like weird mountain hillbilly types that are messing with them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, these stick people are pretty freaky. There's a reason they were kind of very iconic.
Yeah.
Have I said that the first movie I made as a boy was a movie called The Blair Witches Project?
Was it?
Yeah, and I dressed up like a witch, and it was like me talking to a camera, being like, "Hey, everybody, I'm the Blair Witch. I'm gonna put up these stick things to freak out these kids." Like it was the Blair Witch was making a documentary about how they were scaring these kids.
That's pretty funny. Not a
Yeah.
not entirely different from our found footage movie idea.
No, I actually, whoa, I never made that connection.
Yeah.
But also, shh, we can't talk about it on air because
No, we can't.
we might make it someday. But listeners at home, we have an idea for a found footage film that will
Pretty.
blow your mind.
Yeah, I was about to say to blow your mind.
I did,
My intro into the world of videotaping was my stepbrother was really into skateboarding, and as a kid
yo.
I would run around taping him doing skateboarding tricks and stuff.
Oh, hey.
Yeah.
So you were like one of those skateboarder videos that were so popular in the
Yeah, I
90s.
would. We would there when he was visiting us. We'd go to like a skate park, and yeah, he'd just do skate shit, and I would run around filming him because I couldn't skate to save my life.
That's where Spike Jones, director of Her and Being John Malkovich, got his start.
Yeah,
He did skater videos. So that's cool. I'm kind of impressed. I'm like, whoa, you're
yeah,
an
man. I
actual.
used to. I remember like even putting them on the TV and stuff to like watch them afterwards.
Ugh. They all agree they shouldn't light a fire because they don't want to rile up the whatever's out there.
Just an owl.
Yeah, man, it's gotta just be an owl. I mean, they now believe they're being followed around by people. I would not just be like, it's an L. Don't worry about it. Now, if you thought you were being followed by people in this situation, I'm not even sure if I know the answer. Would you possibly try to reach out to them and be like, "Hey, help us"?
Probably.
Yeah, I feel like I would
Though I
kind of
did
be
just hear
like,
disembodied children laughing, and now I think
"Yeah,
the tent is being jostled. So like at
no."
that point, this is where I live now in this tent.
Yeah. Oh, it's so much worse than the Bigfoot one because the Bigfoot one, at least the cabin, you could be hypothetically safe from Bigfoot,
Mm-hmm.
but it's a tent, man.
Yeah.
You're not gonna be able to set up a base camp, you know? So if I remember right, when she screams, "What the hell is that?" One of the directors, because how they made this movie is they actually had them wander around with the camera and they would like leave little instructions like on paper, like for what the general scene was going to be, but like the
Yeah.
actors were actually shooting this. Um, and when she screamed, "Oh my God, what the hell is that?" That was genuine because I think one of the directors like wrapped themselves up in toilet paper and just like ran across the the woods. So she genuinely didn't know what she was seeing when she screams, "What the hell is that?" And again, also why
That's one of
still
the
like
reasons.
reach.
See, lightning in that bottle can only be captured so many times because that's one of the reasons why I think Paranormal Activity worked. I think I talked about it when we did the track, but like he was doing just like random, you know, directing. Like he was doing interviews for actors and actresses at like the local film college, and he would just like put them together and just be like, "Tell me about your life. Tell me about your relationship. Like, how did you guys meet and stuff?" And that was kind of like his way of doing the interviews. And he said that Katie just kind of came in with Mika had already gone once, and she didn't have anybody to do it with, so she did it again with him, and she kind of just like launched into this whole exaggerated like, "Oh, we met in this place, we've been dating for
Yeah,
this many years, he can't keep a commitment." Like there's a I think that's a I think found footage really that's one of the cool things about found footage is that there's a lot of spontaneity to it.
yeah, it can be something you can really off the cuff,
Yeah.
like, do this stuff.
But
I
you got to
agree.
find people that it really works for, like this group and like for like the others, because like then you get like exist and like it's just nothing because there's none of that. Like they're not good at the improv.
'Cause those guys, I mean, I don't know, maybe they're all really great, and have gone on to amazing things. The cast of exists, but they just look like pretty people they hired because they were
Yeah,
pretty,
yeah,
you know.
exactly.
Um, Now most of the cast unfortunately got like really underpaid and mistreated afterwards, so they didn't necessarily go on to, except for Josh actually has had quite a career. He's really good in, did you see Unsane from a few years ago?
No, what's insane about?
That's a Steven Soderbergh like horror thriller from like 2018 where a woman gets like involuntarily committed to a mental institution so they can get insurance money off of her. And then he's her stalker who ends up like getting a job as an orderly so he can, like,
Oh, okay.
yeah, get at her. It's a good nasty scary little thriller, and Josh is her stalker in that.
Oh.
So he definitely had a little bit of a career. He's also in like The Shaggy Dog and uh other kind of goofier motion pictures. Now Heather, she's been in
She
an
disappeared
episode
and
of
was
It's
never
Always
seen from
Sunny.
again.
No, no, she was in It's Always Sunny episode in 2005. She's in a Sci-Fi Channel original movie called Manticore about a CGI Manticore, and she was in archival footage only of the Blair Witch, the 2016 one. um, so footage from the first one. And then Mike was not in anything either. Like one episode of Law and Order and stuff.
She changed her name and everything, which makes sense, but it's real sad also.
Oh yeah.
He sounds so whiny. Does anybody have
Yeah.
any cigarettes?
Cigarette. It's funny that Mike is like very rightly saying like, "Hey, maybe don't film him for 5 minutes. Give him some time to relax because he's clearly cracked." And she's like, "I understand," and then proceeds to keep filming him. Like, and he's scared because the blue jelly was on his stuff alone. I guess the witch took a liking to Josh. Like, ooh.
No, I think that's how that works.
You've destroyed most of our woods in America, man. I mean, you are right, Tanner, that like it is totally possible to just be lost in the woods,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
not be able to walk.
There are millions and millions of acres of forest that is unattended still in America. Trust me, it is not that surprising. I mean, satellite messaging is still a new thing and it's just become a thing that like newer smartphones can do. And it's not always reliable.
And it's also like it's not like many people can like they're like, "Oh, we'll get out in a day or two," but it's like but very few people can walk an
Yeah.
entire day straight, you know?
Yeah, we're
Like
also obese and over and
exactly. You're not
not
covering a lot of you're not covering like, a day's worth of ground every single day and you're probably getting more tired and hungry
mhm.
by the day.
Oh, absolutely.
Um yeah. Like old DB Cooper, how it's very unlikely he survived. Um though I'm also kind of team maybe he did survive. I've never been able to fully.
I've always loved the DB Cooper stuff, but yeah, I like to think he survived. I mean, you know.
Yeah. The only like the one thing that does make me go is that as they point out none of the bills have ever eh, been circulated.
Yeah.
But I'm also like maybe he bought a house with it like and just, bought it in bulk and transferred it to the bank or something so they never, were spent on anything. There's also a guy who did the exact same trick DB Cooper did like 2 weeks after he did, and he got killed in a shootout with police afterwards. So I'm
Mhm.
always kind of like, maybe that guy was just DB Cooper,
Yeah,
and he
possibly.
yeah he hid his first pile of money and then tried to do it a second time, but then didn't work out. But yeah, to your point, a lot of the DB Cooper stuff is also he would have to land in the middle of the woods wearing only a suit and like survive for many days.
Oh yeah, here we go.
He's being a jerk. I mean, he's kind of getting revenge on her for like shooting him compulsively to be like, now you know how it feels. Mike, like trying to be the now it's Mike who's the mediator.
Mhm. What's your
Uh,
motivation?
Yeah, so he fully is team there's a witch.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I mean, if I walked that amount of time and ended up at the same place, I'd be like, you know what?
Let's start being nasty.
Maybe
Let's just
not. Let's
start
start
being
being
mean.
nasty, but I believe we're dying.
Yeah. Wouldn't you want to die with dignity and not die, making a lady cry?
General trivia from Amazon again. In the initial draft, Josh was intended to have a strong romantic interest in Heather. In several of the scenes, instructions given to the actor on the callback auditions, it was instructed that Josh take notes of how attractive Heather was and how dejected he should be that she seemed oblivious to this. Eventually, the idea was scrapped as fear the movie would become too cliche.
Yeah, I've never gotten a vibe of Josh and Heather in the
No.
final draft because he's got a girlfriend, as he says. Um,
But
and
apparently, he
like I
was
say,
supposed to be writing a bunch of stuff about how interested he was in her.
yeah, which again, none of that really comes through in the finished product. Um, like I say, if I'm shipping any of them, it's Heather and Mike because she's kind of I think she tells him he's cute or something in
Yeah.
the initial parts, and she's poking fun at his chest hair. I definitely they're the star-crossed lovers of this film. Uh, as opposed to Josh, who has a lady friend. But that is interesting. They were like, let's do a love story, and they're like, how about we don't? And I think that was ultimately a good idea. Um,
Ultimately, yes.
yeah. Because again, it would be very easy to tip this more into exists where it's just like, a lot of sexy teens like
Mm-hmm.
having a good time, but what makes it work is they all just feel
Yeah, they
like
came to
real
do a
people.
job, and now they're.
Yeah, lost in the woods.
Yep.
Yeah, like if I were to say Blair Witch Project, is it sexy? I would say no. It would not
No,
pass.
no, no, it is not. Is he by the river? I don't think he
Take me to
is.
take me to the river.
Meow, 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 meow.
Let a witch kill me.
Meow, 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 meow.
Ugh,
I
this
kind of
part.
be like, Josh is gone, man. I'm gonna keep going.
Yeah, man, we gotta. We'll send the Marines for him when
Yeah.
we get home. I've never seen this movie in theaters. I'm wondering if I would get motion sickness during this scene because this is one of the more spinning the camera around a lot.
Yeah.
Now I'm just singing a song. He's like, "Man, Josh is gone," and she's like, "Well, I'm here, Mike." And it's like, "Well, okay." South didn't work, man. Which of the West was the bad one? Well,
At
the
that
East
point,
was
I
the
would.
bad one.
That's such a great line.
Yeah, it is. And also, yeah, and it works at double because they're forgetting that the Witch of the East was also the evil one.
Yeah.
So, man, I like this is good Mike acting. He looks very dejected. He's like, all right, we'll make this tent, but on a big pumpkin pie.
Man, I could eat some big pumpkin pie right now.
Oh yeah,
Some more melty ice cream.
yeah, man. It's
Why is it always the people that are about to die that make you the hungriest?
because they really want it. It makes you realize, like, man, I take big pumpkin pies for granted, but if I were getting chased by a witch, I'd want one too.
That almost sounded like Goofy for a second. The the scream he does when he's about to get launched or something.
You know? It's almost as good as Bugs Bunny's. Ah!
Wonder
Oh, yeah, this is where they said,
How the Looney Tunes are
here,
doing right now.
it was they had a movie last year,
Yeah, but
Porky Porky and Daffy one. So I guess they're doing better than they. And then they have the Coyote versus Acme, which is actually getting released, not just killed as a tax write-off. So I guess they're not doing great since their movies are constantly under threat of being canceled. But I guess they're happening though. This is where Josh starts yelling out to him.
Mm-hmm.
But who knows if it's Josh or if it's a witch trick?
It's a witch trick. It's a witch trick, my friend.
Yeah, probably. I do kind of like the idea that like the witches like got Josh in like a half Nelson and is like call out
Scream
to the
for me,
man.
scream, or I'll twist your nipples some more.
Jesus, yeah, he's getting.
Wait, was he the one that had sparse chest hair, or was it Mike that had sparse chest hair?
I think it was Mike that they were poking fun at his
Okay.
chest.
I was
Yeah,
saying you
so
could be like, I'll pull some more of these chest hairs out.
yeah. Mike would be the one more subjected to nipple torment, in my humble opinion. I'll write an essay about this.
This will be your dissertation.
Yeah, about the nipple torment of the Blair Witch. Ugh.
I would so not touch that. That's how we got in this mess.
Yeah, right. By knocking over the rock.
Yeah.
All right, she's taking it away from the tent, but she shouldn't. She should leave it exactly where it is. Well, I guess
Yeah.
it's too late, man. At this point, I don't know if the witch would have been like, "Oh, you know what? You learned your lesson by not
I mean,
doing stuff."
Bigfoot
That's
was
true,
willing to listen.
actually. She should have like been like, "I'm really, really sorry, man."
Hmm.
Aw, he found cigarettes at the bottom of his pack. And he's so happy that he found some cigarettes. That's sad.
Man, yep, smokers, man.
But it doesn't mean like sad because like
I know. I was making. I
um,
was intentionally
okay,
being mean to smokers.
being fun. Yeah, because
I
we've talked. What episode did we kind of go off on smokers?
don't remember, but I do
There was
remember
another
that.
one.
Yeah,
There was one where we went on a rant about how smoking is bad for you, and you should
yeah.
be
I
ashamed of yourself.
can't. I can't
But
abide by it. Not even if I was about to die to a witch.
yeah, yeah, that would even being chased by a witch would not get you to start smoking. Oh, this is where she finds the teethers, the bloody teeth of Mike or of Josh, presumably.
Yeah, Josh.
Ugh. And they're grown-up teeth too, so they didn't
Hmm.
fall out naturally. They had
He
yanked.
didn't have a sudden dental emergency in the woods.
No, no, no. Like in the Simpsons episode where they're looting the Flanders house for stuff, and Bart finds a tooth, and Lisa says, "You can't take that. It's Rod's first tooth." And he goes, "Ooh, even you're right, Lisa. We can grind this up for witchcraft." He puts it in his pocket. She washed all the blood off and is not going to tell Mike the truth, which is probably a good,
I
good
don't know,
call.
man. I don't think Mike. I don't think it matters at this point.
Yeah.
I know what the witch would do if they like ritual suicided each other.
I guess she'd be like, "Yay, I got what I wanted. One more victim for
I
my
don't know. It
army."
might be mad that he got the kill got taken away from her. It's a two for one
That's true.
special at this point right now.
It's usually like to
Uh,
line them up and kill
uh,
one while the other one's
uh.
back was turned. So yeah, yeah. I guess that's why people think it's a team effort too, because Josh, has to be yelling, from the woods.
Mm-hmm.
But it still doesn't make a lot of sense to me,
No.
because they'd have to be very convincing actors to pull this off. And it doesn't really make the movie better if it's
No.
just no, like the Lake Mungo kind of, enrichens it and what
Oh
have
yeah,
you.
I think it does. I quite enjoy that theory, and I think it does kind of like paint things in an interesting subtext that I quite enjoy.
Yeah,
I mean, it works just as well without it, but I like to think that there is some truth to that.
for sure. Man, I'm as sleepy as Mike.
We're almost done.
I don't know how I'm gonna make it through a power hour of three.
It'll be
Not
just
Evil
like the
Dead.
Blade.
20.
It'll be just like the Blade trilogy, man.
No, no, it's not gonna happen. We're gonna wait. I'm gonna wake up early, and I'm gonna, be standing the
God,
entire
remember the
time.
days when we would watch fucking Doctor Who for
No, I mean, never mind
17 out
Doctor
of the
Who.
24 hours that we were awake for.
Like 17 hours of Supernatural, because those
Yeah.
seasons were like 20 episodes.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Mike's eating a dry leaf, man. Oh, this is her booger shot. The much made fun of,
Mm-hmm. Did Mike like turn around on her? Is he like, no, it's not your fault at all?
No, at this point they seem pretty cuddly, and I think that's just because they're like, "Hey, man, we're both dead anyway. Like, we might as well, you know, try to support each other." She's apologizing for being, pushy or whatever. Hungry and cold and hunted, man. That's a line.
Yeah, isn't it?
This scene's pretty rough. All these years later.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the line of the movie for me. Is she gonna say it? There we go.
And
Scared
I'm
to
scared
close
to do
my
the
eyes.
hokey pokey and turn myself around as well.
Yeah, and that's you know what, Tanner? That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Die here. Yeah, man, I'm scared to close my eyes, but I'm scared to keep them open.
At this point, Josh would be absolutely ignored.
Well, yeah, they're so yeah. At this point, you would not be
I
following
don't
that
care
Josh's
what. I don't care what Josh could be saying. I found the way out, and I would still be like, nope.
You'd be like, "No, man, like it's right over here. I got a
Yeah,
rescue party. They got
I go the opposite way, and like, and we cut smash to the other for it to
all our all our
the one clearing away where Josh is sitting there with all the rescue people.
all our families are here.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, come over, man."
Like what would you do in that situation?
If I started hearing Josh screaming right now,
If you heard Josh screaming, but also being like, "Hey, I found the way out. Our family's right over here. Just come
I'd
this
go, man.
way."
I feel like at this point I'm dead either way. Like,
Either it's real and I'm saved, or or it's definitely a trap and I'm dead anyways.
it's like I got 100% chance of dying in the woods, and if Josh is screaming that there's been, help has been found, I'm like, well, there's 98.5% chance I'm dead if I follow Josh. So I'll take that the 1% odds, I guess, and I'll go run after him. But I don't know. It is tough though, because yeah, you're also more horror savvy, I think.
I've
So you
seen this
might be
movie before.
yeah. You're using horror movies to yeah. So you would be like, no, I'm not doing this. Now finding this house, I would definitely be a little bit like,
Yeah, now maybe we go the other way.
this seems like a trap. If I'm not, yeah. Come here, I'm in the house. Yeah, Heather's kind of getting the right idea of like, no, like, please don't go in there, man.
Yeah.
Or at least let's use the buddy system, If we're going in there, why don't we stay together and we have knives in our, in our hands?
There's absolutely none in here, and let's go.
Nope. All right, we checked very thoroughly. He's not here. Let's go.
Yep. It's funny that Mike is so like into rescuing Josh, the man he's just met.
I mean, to be fair, I think he's like a little mix of guilt because he lost the map, and also like I'm just desperate for something new to be, some. Even if this is a trap by hillbillies, at least we'll know what we're dealing with,
Yeah.
and that's something. Yeah, that's better than just slowly dying in the woods, not knowing what's going on. So I think it's more of that. He's like, hey, if Josh is alive, there might be some hope for us. Uh, bloody
Oh
handprints on the
yeah.
wall.
It already sounds like Heather is being tortured upstairs.
Yep, yep. But that's just because she screams real loud in general. Oh man, the witch conked him on the noggin. And shot him into space.
Nope.
There it is.
There it is.
The grand, iconic finale.
Whoop whoop. Oh,
He
such a
was.
good movie.
Oh, yeah. And then, boom, right to the credits. And see, the credits reveal that it was a pretend movie, because,
Yeah.
they roll the credits on them.
Yeah.
And you see that people made this movie.
Yeah. And people shot it.
Yes, and there was an art director.
Mm-hmm. And a music composer.
Ooh. I guess it's just this music, though, right? I don't think there's
Yes.
any
No.
music in the
Yeah.
movie. Yeah.
No, there's no other
Except when
music.
they, except when they sing "America, the Land of the Free"
Yeah.
and "The Home of the Brave" or whatever.
Yeah. They shouted out. I bet he directed that too.
Yeah, had to have. So yeah. In conclusion, my fan theory is that guy was peeing in the corner. That I stole that joke. that they're like the end just looks like that guy had to pee.
That's then he was just that was it was all one big misunderstanding. He was just peeing.
Yeah, he was just like, "Look, sorry, I was, I know we're scared and we're looking for Josh, but I really had to pee."
Mhm.
So,
Then just walks out of the bathroom. Hey guys, I was just peeing.
yeah. I forget what happens in the Scooby Doo Blair Witch Project parody, where
They
Shaggy's
just
against the wall.
I think Shaggy's eating at the end.
Yeah, he was eating a sandwich or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Yeah, there was a lot of that. There's even again a Simpsons line where it's an episode of like season 10 where Skinner assigns the class like cameras to do a project. And he's like, "Now be creative with your films. I don't want you to turn in 22 Blair Witch knockoffs." And "Aw," because they were all clearly just gonna do a Blair Witch ripoff.
There's never been a Treehouse of Horror Blair Witch.
No, no. There's been a Treehouse of Horror Paranormal Activity, which is a weird one. It ends with Mo is like the demon, and he's like an actual like red with the wings, like kind of devil.
Oh, okay.
And he says like I'll let you guys go if you do a threesome. And Homer's like, "Me, Marge, and you," and he goes, "No, demon, demon, you." And Homer goes like, "Oh, okay." It's like, all right, it's real fucking weird.
That is real weird.
Yeah,
Wasn't
but they even
isn't
do like, mhm.
isn't he also into Marge? Wasn't
Yes,
that a
yeah,
thing they
yeah,
used to do?
he's always traditionally been into Marge, but I guess they were like subverting the expectations with
Sure,
that joke
sure.
that he
Yeah,
actually wants a threesome with just Homer and another demon.
sure.
Um,
Because
but I remember that episode.
Simpsons
I think that
is
episode. Yeah,
Since it's so good at doing subverting of expectations nowadays.
yeah. Especially season 28 or whatever.
Yeah.
They're genius. But I also think that episode does actually parody like the lore and stuff because we see Marge as a teenager, like caused it with a pentagram, and that's after the firstborn or something. So like they do at least. It's someone who clearly has watched enough paranormal activities to kind of know that there's like
Sure.
a, a dense backstory or whatever.
Oh, Simpsons.
Mhm.
Oh, Simpsons.
But there was no Blair Witch Project on The Simpsons, but there was a Blair Witch Project that we just watched
Yes,
in
it
this
was.
commentary.
It was very good. But
Yeah,
we're
still
losing
held.
we're losing David to the greatest witch of all, the Witch of Sleep.
No, no, no. I'm wide awake.
Mm,
But yeah, parting thoughts on the Blair Witch.
still as good as ever.
Yep,
Still the king for all the
still a damn
reasons.
good movie.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah. I'm curious how it'll look, because it's now almost 30 years old. No, wait. Older than that, right?
Gotta
No, no,
be.
almost 30 years old. But I'm wondering what it'll look like when it's 60.
Yeah,
Will it continue to age well? I think it will.
I think it will as well.
Yep. Next time we'll do a Skinamarink-mentary.
Oh God. I think that would be 90% just us being like, I still don't know what the hell I'm looking at.
Yeah, look at like
I
it's just
I
like,
have
oh,
got to admit I've never felt any particular desire to go back and rewatch Skinamarink. Like I
oh,
think
interesting.
that's a Oh no, go ahead. You have a different thought.
I totally would. Yeah, yeah, I'd go back. I'd Skinamarink it up.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think
I
I
might
mean
even.
maybe I maybe again just to kind of be it. Like but I couldn't imagine watching it. Okay, let me rephrase. I couldn't imagine watching it more than like 3 times in my life cuz like
Mhm.
it's so disturbing. It's so disturbing. It is just a unsettling movie.
Oh yeah, I could see that. Like, yeah, yeah. Especially yeah, like the demon going, put the knife in your eye or
Yeah.
whatever. Yeah, yeah, no, that part's pretty freaky.
You see that new the new what's it, Unsound or whatever it's called? The podcast like one that just came out?
Oh yes, yes, I had heard of this.
Yeah.
Might be
Not a
something.
bad not a bad trailer.
Mm,
But you know me, I
okay,
love my
I'll have
paranormal
to.
horrors, so
The Skinnamarink guy does have a film coming out called The Land of Nod,
ooh, is
which is
it?
another horror movie. Um, but this one seems to actually have like a cast, so it might be not as Skinamarinky as the last one.
Gotcha. Gotcha. All right, well, parting thoughts on old Blair Witch.
No, no, like you said, still holds up. That one, unlike our Skinnamarink debate, yeah, I can handily say I'd watch that movie.
Oh
I'll
yeah.
watch that movie again and again for the rest of my days.
Oh yeah.
Um, and yeah, this time around, I was struck by um how scared Josh was that he had the blue shit on him or whatever.
I was really enjoying their dialogue this time around. I forgot how like kind of shitty they all are
Yeah,
in their
they
own
all kind of
way.
suck in different ways. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Um,
it was very amusing for me.
that was amusing me as well. Yeah, no, A plus, and then we'll go back to this well for Blair Witch 2: Book of Shadows and the 2016 one.
Oh yeah. All right, well, until
Um,
then,
yeah,
you'll
we're
have to
kicking off.
catch
It's basically like a friend and I were talking about this. How like Halloween in January is kind of a new tradition we're trying to start
Ooh.
because I feel like
Christmas in
I,
July makes more sense than Christmas in July.
feel like how there's Christmas in July. It's yeah Halloween in January
Yeah.
because it's still a little cold, so you can enjoy the autumn vibes, but also the new year people usually have a little more get up and go.
Yeah,
And I feel like,
exactly.
yeah, you can finally do some Halloween traditions you missed out on. So we're actually kind of starting off on a horror note, which makes sense. We're both horror guys
Oh
this
yeah,
season. So yeah, we're gonna
love a good
follow up
horror movie,
these two found footages with some of the 28 Days Laters.
which I've never seen before. Any of them.
Yeah, that's why I was like, we should do all three
Yeah,
in time for this fourth one in theaters. You guys can go watch it when we're done.
absolutely. All right, man. Well, always a
Well,
pleasure, Mister
on
David.
that note, good night, listeners. We'll do Saltburn next week though.
Yep. Good night, all you Americans, and get ready for more Saltburn.
Saltburn.